What's up YouTube? This is Buckshot33, aka Boston Chris, and I am back with a brand new video. And this is going to be my haul video for the week. This was kind of a small week for me as far as books are concerned. There wasn't a ton that came out that I was really super looking into. A lot of books that I collect. It wasn't that many that came out this week, which, it's always good to have a slow week every once in a while. That way you're not having to go out and, really scour for some books. And there's actually a couple other ones. There's, I think, two more that I was looking to get that I didn't get. And, I'll tell you what those are later on. But as we have the time now, let's go ahead and get into the books that we got. So, first is Green Lanterns, number 10. And this is the Phantom Lantern story. And it's actually a pretty cool story. I like what they're going with it. I like what they're doing. And it's just, different take on just the lanterns in general. There's basically, let me get this glare out of here. There we go. So there's basically a new lantern a new person who's been really dying to become a Green Lantern, like just really wants to. And he gets, there's a rogue guardian who kind of is looking for a ring. It's an artifact. And what happens next is that I guess it's the ghost of the very first lantern, comes to this guy and pretty much tells him that, there's a way to become a lantern, and, we're going to find it and we're going to get to it and everything. Check out this ring. So he does, and, everything from that point on, from the time that he gets his hand on the Phantom ring, everything goes kind of, nuts. So definitely a cool book. I do like this cover better. So the variant cover is just Simon Baz on there, and he's just all in like rainbow, the spectrum of emotions and everything. This one I like better because it has both Simon Baz and Jesse Cruz on there, and pretty much same concept. So I figured I'd just go with this cover, like this better. But definitely a cool book. Definitely pick it up if you get the chance. Next up we have Death of X, number 4. And number 3 of 4. And this series, actually, initially I didn't intend on picking it up. I went ahead and got it, and decided, after the first week I picked it up, read through it, and actually like what the story is doing. It's not as crazy as I thought it was going to be. Initially, the way they had marketed it and put it out there, it was going to be the death of the X-Men, and they were doing all these different covers that showed X-Men dying in different ways, such as like Nightcrawler being burned at the stake in like the 1620s and stuff as a witch or as a demon. So I was kind of nervous to do that, but it's basically the story of what happens between Secret Wars and Civil War II. So pretty cool book. And it's only 4 issues, so I figured small little miniseries. It's not like it's really dragged out crazy. So if it's something that you don't get now, I think probably by the spring they'll have it out in trade. So definitely check it out if you get the chance. Though pretty good. Next up we have Walking Dead number 160, and this is part 4 of 6 of the Whisperer War. And I like where they're going with this. I like the series and everything. It's pretty cool. I really like these covers. This is the connecting cover, the Art Adams connecting cover, and his art is really nice. That's why I collect these. Like, I don't do both issues. Like, I don't collect the regular cover and this. I just collect this one just because I like the art, and being able to connect everything together is going to look really cool when it's all said and done. But just take a look at this. I think that this is really nice art. Like, I like the way it's, the way he draws is really cool. And imagine if they just did a whole issue. Like, if they signed him on just to do the full book, but they did it in color and with his art, it would be just amazingly beautiful. But that's not Walking Dead style, though. It would kind of kill the Walking Dead style because it's always been black and white, and it's been the same artist since the very beginning. So definitely really cool book, really cool story. And just The Walking Dead keeps marching on as far as the popularity that it has and just everything about it. So definitely worth picking up. And like anything else, if you don't pick it up, that will definitely be available in trade. Not sure exactly when. Probably, like I said, springtime or so. And then we have the last book that I picked up at my local shop, and that was Batman number 10. And this is the Tim Sale variant. And, I haven't done too many of these variants. like every once in a while I do the Tim Sale, just because I like, I like his artwork and everything. And then, I think I only bought like one Flash variant and one of the, maybe like one or two of the Green Lantern variants. I just like the way that the regular covers look. And so every once in a while there'll be something cool that, makes you want to get, just the variant. But it's not a limited variant, it's just, cover B basically. About probably the same print run as the regular cover. But, Green Lantern, Flash, and Batman have all been titles that I've really, really liked out of the Rebirth. I've followed them all the way through pretty much. And yeah, like I really like what they're going with those stories. Like, they're just really, really good stories overall. This one, you actually get to see Batman, and his new squad, or at least he was gathering his new Suicide Squad in the last issue. And now he's kind of, I guess, putting together his plan to go ahead and, face Bane. So, really, really cool book. Definitely a cool story going forward. DC is going to have a bunch of different stories coming out that are pretty big, I think, going forward. Superman is having his story with his son and, Batman and Damian. And then, I think in Action Comics, they're doing the trial of Lex Luthor, where basically, they're going to put him out there to see if he's actually a hero or if he's just, a villain pretending to be a hero. And then you have the Phantom Lantern story. So I think right around the 10th issue mark, for the old books, they're getting into some bigger stories with those ones that have been established. So if you haven't read a lot of Rebirth, or if you're not quite caught up, or if you don't know enough about it, you can check some of my older videos. I've gone into stuff that I've said, but check out a lot of other videos on there and just look to see the stories, because they've been really good. Like I can definitely say, like, pretty much everything Batman has been solid. Flash has been really solid, and Green Lanterns has been really good. I didn't get into Green Lantern Corps. I know that people have said it's pretty good. I just can't collect everything, so I decided to leave that one on the shelf. But there's a lot of pretty good stuff that's out there as far as the Rebirth is concerned. So Rebirth is no slouch. It's actually pretty good. I haven't, I know a lot of people don't like reboots because it just kind of takes everything out of it. But the one thing I can say about them doing it is that they haven't done it with no sort of thought into it. Like, they had thought before they went into it, which is good. So it's going to be, it's going to be pretty good to see where they go with it, because I feel like there's still some good stories that can be told. I think there's some pretty good twists on characters that they're doing that, kind of are going to make them, just better in the long run. But, it all remains to be seen. So until they really do something that messes me over and makes me not really want to go ahead and watch and read these things, I'm with you. But the last thing I picked up actually wasn't from a comic store, because I ended up having a coupon discount. So I decided to go to Barnes & Noble and pick up this book. And I have to say, and I haven't preached it enough, but if you have a Barnes & Noble in your area, you need to check them out. As much, not so much for new comics, but if you're into trades and actually Funko Pops, some action figures in general, and just comic related books and stuff like that, such as the Overstreet Price Guide. You gotta check them out, because I picked up this price guide and I'm actually really happy. I get my Overstreet for this year, so I can check my values of my books and everything. And the other thing that I really like about this is the different ads and places that they tell you to go and check out for comics and stuff like that. And then just giving you a little bit of insight into grading and things like that. So, very good book to have. They tell you all the different Overstreet. They tell you who the Overstreet advisors are, which I think is also pretty cool. So you can get to, know different people, and like they have directory of listings. So it's just paid store listings and stuff. So if you need a store in your area, you can go to the back. It's kind of like a phone book. Actually, here's one that's kind of cool, and I don't know if you can see it, but so eGerba, they do a lot of the MyLab books and MyLab bags. Actually, let me get this in focus. Where are we? No, is it on the? Nope. There we go. So let me get it There you go, Maryland, right at the top. E. Gerber. They do the Mylar bags and halfbacks and all that. So they're located in Maryland. There's their contact information. And, you know, so that's kind of good to see. It's good to know. It gives you different places to look up. Like, I'm trying to think if there's any stores that are in my area that I don't, you know, that I wouldn't know off the top of my head that I've never heard of. That this would actually be able to point me in the direction of. I'm just going to take a look real quick. Let's see. Other hard part about this one is it's a very thick book, so it's easy to lose stuff. But, like looking at this, oh yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that I've never heard of. So, let's see. Yeah, there's a bunch of different stores I've never heard of. There's, you know, really cool stuff. So if you I mean, some states won't have as much. Like, let me see. Like, so New Mexico only has one. It's called Astro Zombies. But, you know, Pennsylvania has a bunch, though. I mean, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 listings. And then there's also some, actually, there's none for Canada. That's kind of crazy. And then there's also websites and everything like that. So, you know, definitely cool to have. Definitely a cool little resource. So, but the reason I preach Barnes & Noble for stuff like this is because if you have the membership, you get random coupons. And so I was able to use one of my coupons for 20% off and my membership to get another 10% off. So I saved a whole bunch on this. And then they currently right now are running a promotion, buy 2 trades, get the third for free. So if you're a trade collector and you want to get, you know, you want to pick up, you know, a couple new trades, buy 2, you get the third for free. They have really good prices on Funko Pops. At least in my area, the one that I had gone to buy this book, they were selling pops at $9.99, so $10 a pop. So, you know, definitely cool. You know, Barnes & Noble is kind of a, it's kind of a untapped resource, I would say, for comics and things like that. Like, you know, you can get some pretty good stuff in there. They do have newsstand comics. Usually it's DC Comics, and they're a few months back. So if you miss something and you haven't had the chance to get it, you can always go there and get it. It'll be a few months late. I mean, there's still new 52 stuff in their bins because they don't update them because they're, you know. But as far as books and stuff are concerned, like I can't recommend Barnes & Noble enough. There's plenty of books. You know, there's comic encyclopedias. There's you know, art books. There's you know, collected like anthologies. There's all types of stuff. You know, and a lot of that stuff ends up going on the bargain bin because people like they have so many of them, but they usually don't sell out. So there's a book, and I'll have to show it in one of my videos. It's a book on the Watchmen, and it's a thick book, and I ended up getting it for $20 because it was I think it was like a $60 book that just kind of found its way to the bargain bin. So I was like, all right, absolutely. So I saved a bunch of money doing that. But Barnes & Noble is definitely a place to check out. So that's my haul for this week, and just wanted to go ahead and just you know, thank you guys for watching. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. We are on Sunday, so unfortunately the weekend is over, but, you know, it's Sunday afternoon, so you still have some time left. Hope everybody enjoyed the extra hour of sleep they got, but I am going to get going because I just have some football to watch and just, you know, going to go ahead and relax and enjoy the rest of my Sunday. So, thank you for watching. As always, happy collecting. This is Buckshot33, aka Boston Chris. I'm out.